Okay, adjust that a little bit. Okay, hello everybody. I'll wait till some people join, and in the meantime, I'll set up a little bit here. Or just have the mic fall. There we go. Okay, perfect. Oh, except for the cap. All right. So, sorry for those technical difficulties there. I was trying to close that door and stop the flare. But anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to Makitatsiatuq Virtual Fitness, which is a part of Tunngahugit. So of course, Makitatsiatuq meaning to be independent, to be strong. Tunngahugit meaning to see no obstacles. So ideally, that's what we're looking for here, to build up that strength and of course, be independent in those ways. So Attitu, Atelihai, Tunngasugit, Tunngahugit. Welcome everyone to Leg Day. So it's Friday. We made it to the end of the week. I know that we all have busy lives for sure, especially as Indigenous people. Me personally, I'm in school as well, but it's always good to take some time out of your day and work out. So today we're going to be working on the glutes. So we're going to do some pretty intense glute workout. So we're going to get into it with a warm-up. So the first thing that we're going to do, if you have resistance bands, I do recommend them. I'm going to be using these polygon resistance bands or strap bands, so they just come around the thigh. So I have two of these that I'll be using for this exercise, and I also have some dumbbells off to the side, which you are welcome to grab as well. So the first thing that we're going to do is just some basic hip abduction. So don't worry if you don't have resistance bands or anything like that, but you are going to be using them, just one above the knee, so you can still get that flexion, and one around the ankle. So you want to start where you already have tension in the resistance bands, and you want to pull apart and together, just like that, and together. So again, you're not going to be able to go all the way down to one side, but you're going to be able to, again, open up the hips a bit, and again, stretch those glutes. So just doing 15 of these. If you don't have resistance bands, you're of course going all the way. And of course, important to breathe as we're going through this exercise. And if you can, try to hold for a couple of seconds, pushing those resistance bands. So again, already feeling that just on the outsides of the glutes. So just surrounding the hip, really feeling that deep in the glutes. So second thing we're going to do is some resistance bands squats, and we're also just going to add some steps to it. So of course, got the resistance band, which I do recommend. And of course, if anybody would like some equipment, let us know in the comments or send us a message. Totally make that happen. So same thing, we're going to be doing 15. And we're going to be squatting down, coming back up, taking one step, taking another step, squatting down, going back one step, squatting down. So of course, taking those steps and squatting back. So just doing this 15 times. And again, having that resistance band as tight as you can get it adds to that workout. Again, I'm feeling it a lot. in my glutes, in the hamstrings as well. So if you want to make this more difficult, you can take those steps as lunges as well. And again, still finishing with that squat. So essentially it would be a reverse lunge, squat, and then lunging forward, and then squatting. So once you've done that 15 times, you're really going to feel that in the abductors, so the hips, the inner thighs, the glutes, and the hamstrings. Whew. So now we're going to do some resistance band glute bridges. So of course, always with the resistance band. And the same thing, we're going to add a little variant here where, again, getting that maximum stretch of the band if you have it, otherwise keeping your legs somewhat far apart, knees shoulder width apart if you would, getting the heels close to the bum, lifting the glute up, lifting the knee, back down, lift up, lifting the knee, back down, back up, and you get the idea. So that was 3, we're doing that 15 times. You know, go at your own speed. Of course, this is the warm-up, so don't burn yourself out. But essentially, we're doing that glute bridge, then adding in 2 marching steps, back down, glute bridge, and we're just repeating this process. So again, the tighter your legs are in, again, heels closer to the bum, you're going to feel that tighter hamstring and glute workout. And again, try to maintain that distance, just like so. Whew. Gotta fix my shorts. And again, just 2 more here. Lifting up, doing those marches, back down, lifting up. Just like so. Whew. So again, great warm up for the glutes. I'm certainly starting to feel it all the way up my behind. And now we're going to do some leg swings. So, sorry, I also have the hiccups right now. So, again, you could be standing. I guess probably only standing. Maybe if you did it sitting, but again, we're going to be bringing one leg to one side, swinging it over, back down, swinging it over, back down. We're going to do this 15 times each side, and then we're going to get into our workout. So again, you know, you can rely on balance here. Try to rely on balance, or of course, hold on to something. But just bringing the leg to one side. And again, take your time. If you're feeling like me, and you're sort of falling over to each side. Again, always try to focus on something maybe on the floor or in front of you, something to keep your mind and your eyes focused, which will help you take your mind off the balance. And again, you're bringing that leg over, past the knee, back over to that side, 15 times each side. Again, we're trying to open up the glutes. I'm feeling it certainly. Whew. So again, getting through that warm-up. So now getting into the workout, I'm going to be grabbing the resistance bands again, and we're going to be doing some donkey kickbacks and side kicks. So of course we're getting into that table position. Knees are bent 90 degrees, or it's bent 90 degrees at the knee. Arms just below the shoulders of the chest. And again, lifting that leg to the side, back down, up, back down. And we're going to do that 10 times one side, 10 times the other side. So again, leg to the side, up, side, up. So using the resistance band, you're not going to get as much movement as you might be used to, but certainly feel that workout, that burn. And again, just 10 times on both sides. So using a resistance band, this one just says heavy on it. Doesn't actually say a weight. But again, if you're using that resistance band, you're certainly gonna feel it. Again, just 10 on each side. And again, go at your own speed. So after that, we're going to be doing some elevated hip thrusts. So I'm going to be bringing my upper body onto an elevated surface so the couch is perfect. And again, widening out that resistance band, bringing the butt as close to the floor as you can. Try to get those heels involved as well. And again, pushing up using your glutes. So again, 20 times here. You can rest in this position as well. Again, this is going to be pretty intense. So you might want to just take these exercises slowly. So after 20, now we're going to get into our dumbbell squats. So again, if you have dumbbells, you can bust them out. If you don't want to use dumbbells, you can keep using the resistance band. I might, just for consistency, I might not have to take off the resistance band as much. And again, just as we have done before, stretching out that band if using the band dumbbells, putting the backs of the dumbbells for a front squat, resting the dumbbells on your shoulder, coming down, coming up. Same thing, we're just going to do 20. And again, pushing that resistance band out as you're coming down and back out, back up. So again, always pushing against that resistance band. So it's a pretty intensive workout. Again, heavily focused on the glutes today. And again, as you're coming up, push and tighten those glutes in, push out that hip. Pushing and tightening those glutes. Whew. So After that, we're now going to do some single leg lunges. And of course, just with a little twist, we're going to be elevating one leg onto a platform. So the couch again for me. And we're going to be lunging. Now again, ideally, you want to have some distance where you can bend both legs freely. And again, pushing up with that single leg. Just doing 10 on each side. And again, once you hit 10, switching sides. So for me, putting that right leg up, bending that left leg. And again, 10 on each side. Whew. So you're going to really feel that burn in the glutes, in the hamstrings, and in the quadriceps. So now we're taking our rest. We have gotten through the first part of the circuit. So, of course, when we're working through these circuits, feel free to take any part of it and change it, or you can do, instead of doing all 4 in a row 5 times, you could do one workout 5 times, another workout 5 times, and so on and so forth, instead of doing them all at once. So, again, just taking this breather here. I'm actually going to get some water. Again, water, great idea for these workouts. And again, once we're feeling up to it, we're going to get back into this workout. So, same thing. Getting those resistance bands, if you have them. And again, we're going to get into those donkey kicks. So 10 on each side. Again, switching sides after that 10. Really feeling it in the glutes already. Whew. Just like so. Certainly feeling it. Now, getting into those elevated hip thrusts. Again, curving your back, your shoulder blades over whatever you are using to prop yourself up. Heels close to the butt if you can. Spread out the legs. And 20 hip thrusts. Whew. Again, right after 20, getting into those squats. So again, dumbbells, resistance bands, or just your body weight. totally good enough. Gotta fix these shorts. Okay, same thing, coming down, back up, down, back up, down, and back up. And again, just doing this 20 times. And again, you want to keep that resistance band tight, pushing out against it throughout the whole workout. Again, don't let those legs come in. Again, we're building resistance here. Whew. And now, getting into those single leg lunges. So again, getting into that elevated position. I bend my toes inwards on the elevated foot. And again, just working that single leg, feeling it all along that glute, the hamstrings and the quads. And again, switching legs. Whew. So again, feeling it all throughout my legs as we're getting through this workout. So again, this is really good for building up the glute muscles as well as the hip flexors. Again, we're working the hamstrings and the quads as well as the abductor muscles in the outer and inner thigh. Whew. And I can certainly see the pump in my legs. And so again, as this is pretty intensive, bringing us into the end of the week, you know, probably going to do some stretching during these little breaks here. You know, I think, well, as you're working out, of course, it gets harder and harder, and of course, more intensive. You know, your rests, you know, have to show that. So, of course, resting longer. Again, you know, we're losing a lot of oxygen as we're going through these workouts, burning a lot of calories. Always great to rest the muscles whenever you can. And again, even stretch, you know, massage the muscles, whatever helps you. So again, getting back into this workout, same thing. If you have resistance bands, putting them on, and again, 10 on each side. Whew. Same thing when you're switching sides, just out to the side and behind. Whew. Again, just like so, Same thing, getting into those hip thrusts. Again, widening out those legs. And lifting that lower half of your body using just your glutes and your hamstrings. Whew. After that, getting into those those squats. Took this off. And again, fighting that resistance on the third of 5 sets here. And again, really feeling it throughout the quads and the hamstrings. Whew. Now, on to the last exercise here. Again, the single leg lunges, certainly the hardest of the bunch here. And again, I like to come down close to the floor just to find that balance. And then once I find it, again, working out that muscle. Whew. Switching sides, same thing, another 10. Again, try and find that sweet spot. Again, where I'm balanced and can do the workout, no problem. Whew. So, again, certainly feeling it throughout my legs during this workout, but 2 more sets to go. So, doing good work. And again, in terms of building leg mass or leg strength, this is certainly the workout to do so. Again, I'm feeling everything, certainly all throughout the hamstrings, from all the pushing, and of course in the abductor muscles, so the inner and outer thighs, from all that resistance band action. So again, just stretching here, about 15 more seconds. And here we go. So hope everybody is doing well and is ready to get back into this workout. Yeah, absolutely, they do. Yeah. Whew. Certainly feeling it all the way through this workout. Whew. Okay, so again, getting back into this workout, same thing, 10 on each side, spreading out those legs as much as you can, side and back. Whew. Same thing, switching sides. Yeah, I'm curious to see how much these resistance bands are like actually weighing or resisting in pounds. Certainly interested to see what mine is. Whew. And again, after we're done, getting into those hip thrusts. Whew. So if you have something elevated, that's what we're looking for here. Again, spreading the legs as much as you can. And lifting. Oh man, with the glutes. So again, really feeling it in the hamstrings and the glutes. Again, as you're coming up, try to tighten the glutes. Again, curling them in, if you will. Really pushing those glutes. Whew. So, getting into those squats now. Again, same thing. Pushing against that resistance band. Keep adjusting your shorts so you don't get ride-ups. More than likely will cause injury. And again, feet shoulder width apart, really resisting those bands. You might have to push further, but wherever's comfortable for you and you're getting that resistance in your legs. So in the outside of the thigh, again, following that large quadricep muscle. Whew. And so, after you're done those squats, getting into those single leg lunges. So, again, getting yourself that elevated platform. Just for myself, I like to, of course, just helps to find my balance, get into that right spot, and again, lifting 10 times with that single forward leg. Switching sides. So, I really hope nobody has had any plans this weekend that involved running. I think I say that every week though, so. Whew. Whew. And again, Coming down into that rest. Wow. So I'm sweating up a storm, and I'm definitely feeling pretty worked out. And so give ourselves another 30-second break. Of course, take however long you need. I'm certainly trying to take however long I need. And so again, feel free to stretch or even just shake out the muscles before we get into the next final set. And again, all right, looking pretty ready. So again, getting those resistance bands on. For the majority of these exercises, I think for all these exercises, you can pretty much put it just above the knee and tucked behind the, the knee pit, the pit of the knee, behind the knee. So for example, for this exercise, it's exactly what we're doing. Lifting it to the side and back. Whew. So again, really feeling that workout. Same thing, other side, side, and back. Whew. After that, getting into those hip thrusts. Whew. Again, certainly not easy stuff, but it's just a great workout all throughout the body, or all throughout the legs at least. And so again, pushing those hips up, trying to get parallel with the platform that you're using. Again, lifting just with your glutes. Whew. After this, getting into those squats. And same thing, 20 squats. And again, resisting that band, the urge to close those knees, close the legs, fighting through that. Whew. And now, into the hardest part, which will certainly require just a tad bit of resting. Again, is going to be those single leg lunges. So again, adding that platform really changes everything. You're really forced to lift that entire body weight with one leg. Again, great exercise. but certainly difficult. Whew. Almost done. On to the last part. Onto the last side. Again, working that left leg now. Whew. Oh, okay. So, I've gotten through that workout. And again, really feeling it in the legs. I'm going to have a lie down after this and eat a banana for sure. So, I've gone through that circuit. So, just to recap, we started with those donkey side and back kicks, transitioned into those hip thrusts, elevated hip thrusts, and then we moved into those squats, again, all using the resistance bands, and we finished it off with those elevated single leg lunges. So great job. We've done 100 of those today as well, if you want to head along into 20 for every set. So great job. I feel great, and just to cool down, we're going to get into these stretches. So the first one that's, of course, always great, certainly the best one for the glutes, just really focuses it, is to do that figure four. So you could cross that ankle above the knee, come down, rocking yourself back, what have you, and you're just going to pull from behind the knee. And by pulling behind the knee, you're pulling in both legs, but you're stretching out the bent or the crossed leg. So for me, that would be my left leg. 15 seconds, trying to pull that ankle to your chest, stretching out those glutes and the hamstrings. After that, same thing, switching sides, ankle above the knee, bringing in the knee, gripping from behind the knee. And again, whoo, this one's definitely a lot tighter. And so again, if you ever encounter, a cramp, really tight muscle, don't just yank it in and force it. Try to gently pull it and stretch it out. Again, I'm going gently pulling it in until I reach that maximum stretch point that I'm usually at. Again, just 15 seconds here, so so again, stretching out the hamstring and the glute. Now, we're going to get into a deep lunge. So, again, we're going to keep that knee bent 90 degrees. The hind leg just the same. And I'm going to try to bring my shoulders back. So I'm bringing the hips, pushing the hips forward, bringing the back. 15 seconds here. Again, this will really stretch the lower back as well as the glute muscles just by leaning back into this lunge. After that, same thing, switching sides. Both legs are bent 90 degrees. And again, we're pushing the hip forward, bringing the shoulders and the back backwards. 15 seconds here. And again, breathing as we're holding the exercise, holding the stretch. And releasing. So now we're going to do some butterflies. Again, great for the hips, the abductor muscles as well, of course, for those thighs. But overall, everything. And so I'm going to be bringing the knees up, trying to tighten, trying to clench both of my arms together. This is going to be 15 seconds here. And then we're going to do 15 pushing them towards the floor. So 15 up, 15 down. Releasing, and now we're going to be pushing them down. Again, you can push your elbows against them. And again, 15 seconds, pushing down on the knees. Afterwards, we're going to do some half pigeons, I believe they're called. So, essentially, we're going to be stretching out that leg by bending it inwards toward the hip. And again, we're trying to put pressure on it. So again, you can either stay relatively straight up, like so, or you can try to get lower. And again, this will stretch out the glutes and the hamstrings significantly more. And again, after 15 seconds, we're going to switch. And again, carefully getting out of those, getting out and into those stretches. And again, same thing, crossing that leg over. And again, really trying to push down into those glute muscles and the hamstrings. Okay, there we go. And so again, really pushing down into the knee, flat against the floor. Again, just like before, 15 seconds. And after that, we have gotten through this workout, so pretty intense. Of course, if you have to rest, totally rest throughout those. I took the rest that I needed, and I'm still super tired from that workout. But again, really good stuff. We really worked on the glutes today, so mine are feeling pretty warm again. So we worked everything out, we cooled everything down. Feeling pretty good, and I hope that everybody else got a good workout from that as well. I feel like I could barely walk. But anyways, thank you everyone who came out to participate in this workout. Thank you to Sport Canada and Canadian Heritage for funding the Tunngahugit program, which Makitatsiatuq is a part of. Sweat all in my eyes. But yeah, anyways, take care. I hope everybody has a really great weekend. I hope that these workouts this week have prepared us for the weekend of eats, if you are going to be eating. So yeah, take care everybody. I will see everybody Monday, and yeah, have a great long weekend if it serves you.